What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, if you saw my last video, I literally predicted that it would hit 12K by today. And guys, check it out. It went all the way up to $12,000, hitting all the way up to 12,100 and then shooting back down. We had a CME futures gap right here at around, well, it says here at 11,600, 700, but it was actually 11,500. Okay, guys, and we actually went down, filled that gap straight away right there. So we had a pump up and then a dump down, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how Bitcoin price dropped 500, fill that futures gap. And guys, if that sounds good to you today, be sure to subscribe and like, and I'm going to dive right into the price action. So guys, as you can see, we've been putting in higher lows ever since this dip back on the second, all the way down to the 10,500 level. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So I think we're in a bit of a bullish standpoint for Bitcoin. It looks like we're just moving up slowly and to the right, which is a good sign, because since March we've been really putting in higher lows and higher highs. But what's going on up top is we're not really essentially putting in higher highs, for instance. Now here we are, but from here we're not. So from here, higher high, higher high, higher high, but from here we are not yet. So if we zoom out a little bit, you can see that we're still just on an uptrend. We're trying to touch back to the support, which is basically a resistance, but we have another resistance around 12,000 we keep getting rejected at, and it's very strong there, guys. We've been rejected by it twice now, almost 3 times if you count this one where it touched up to 11,925. So I think that we're going to be punching through 12,000 and finally getting up towards some higher Bitcoin prices for the end of the year. Like last year, we got up to like 14,000 basically. So this year, if we can put in a higher high than last year, that would be a really good sign. So I would like to see the Bitcoin price continuously creep up. We got to push above the $12,000 level and then remain stable up there. Now, what would actually make it remain stable? It could be several things. It could just be more people buying it, a wider adoption, it becoming more readily available for people with the credit cards. PayPal supposedly picked it up a while back. There's lots of things that are going on in the Bitcoin world which are making it more readily available, more popular. And that's why I believe Bitcoin is just the future, guys. And with all the money printing going on and the fear in the market, there's still a lot of fear with Corona. Although it's not very bad in my area, it seems, but everybody's still wearing masks, stuff like that. So it's not gone, it's still here. And with the reopening of, the country, there's still a lot of flare-ups all over the place, and there's still a big fear that there could be another big fear sell-off coming towards winter. As they said in Game of Thrones, winter is coming, and will it bring off another fierce sell wave? There's that question, guys. It depends if people are getting real sick again, and if the flare-up is bad, or have we settled down? And I think that we're not going to do another panic sell. I know I didn't panic sell, so I didn't panic sell the first time. One thing I did do is last October I did take out all my funds though, because I was prepared for something like a big crash. So I'm very happy to say that I dodged that. I didn't lose any money. I'm very happy there. But guys, something you can do to be weaning your money up is buying these support levels. Every time it's touching down at 11,500, you could have bought in the last week, okay, guys? And even before that, you could have gotten in at around 10,500 with this flash crash. I remember I told you guys I caught this with 10,700, got out right here at around 11,700, bought in again right here. Okay, I saw the CME futures gap, so I was like, oh, it's a free time to buy. So I bought, and I'm sitting pretty right now, and I'm probably going to sell around $12,000 again when I retest that level. If not, I'll sell around 11,950 or something like that, depending. So that's where my current move is, guys. If you caught that, let me know in the comments section. I'm very eager to know who's actually catching these support buys, catching these flip tops. Let me know how much HODL coin you have too, guys. It's very interesting. If you're accumulating more and more coin and making money as well, that means you're doing something right. And that's honestly what I've been doing for many, many years. And it's really interesting. The people that can mimic me are doing really well too. So I'm very happy for all of you guys that are doing well. I'm glad you guys are making money. And my students as well are really progressing a lot. So guys, if you're looking to get better on your trades, I teach this stuff, full-time basically, hourly rates. So if you want to get better at your trading, just inbox me at bitcoindeathstar@gmail.com, and I'm happy to help and talk to you guys. What else is going on, guys? Zcash having that pump down that I was talking about, touching $90 right now. We were up at $100. We touched down at around 87, shot back up to around 99. That's what I was talking about happening. So I haven't made a video since right here. So the price has been shooting down a little bit, but on a good note, we are still putting in higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So unless we break down past this support trend, that's a very good sign, and Zcash can still find its way moving up, I think. So I think Zcash still has some room to grow. Remember, guys, it got all the way up to 140 last year, and the peak could be something that we're not expecting. Remember the last bull run, it was all the way up at $800. So if we see another big run by Bitcoin, we can maybe see a big run by Zcash. And don't forget, guys, it's been pumping since back all the way back here, and has broken out to the upside. So guys, if you bought in Zcash anytime in this year, you're just feeling very good. Even if you bought right here, you're in a very good place. So very good news for Zcash holders. So let me know if you guys are holding Zcash. I think it's just a great coin. I've been mining it. I'm still mining it. I basically mine it non-stop. So I'm accumulating that like crazy. I have some ASICs for it basically, and no GPU mining. All ASIC at this point. And guys, I wanted to go a little bit over Electroneum. We had that move to the right. I drew some new channels here. We're going to go to the hourly time frame. So basically the last video I made was right here. We were like right here. I was talking about a little bit of breakdown towards the support trend, and then a move sideways to the right. Okay guys, it's slightly up. It looks like we are putting in higher lows. So that's a good sign for the short term. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to kind of move right, touch off of this resistance right here in this channel, and then shoot back down further. Okay guys, we're going to follow this channel down. You know, I know that's not, you know, exactly what anybody wants to hear, but in reality, that's what the chart is showing us. Okay guys, that's what I'm expecting to happen. We've had this big channel down, and if you look, ever since the cent rise, sell off, pump up, downtrend, pump up, kind of a sideways motion, not like these channels. Okay, so this was a bit of a downtrod again, pump up, downtrod again. So I think we're going to kind of follow this channel and mimic what we've done a couple times in the recent months, and have a little bit of a downtrod here, a little bit of a sell-off going. So as we zoom in right here, we can expect something like this, like that, and then down. Okay guys, we're going to have something kind of like that. A good sign would be something like this, pumping up and out of this, but I don't think that's going to happen, guys. That would be a very good sign, but I don't think that's going to happen in the charts. Reason, you know, we're just in phase 2. We're still in the very infancy stages of Electroneum. There's still so many, you know, things to do. There's a lot to go on. You know, the coin needs to continuously expand, and there's still a long way to go there, guys. So I can't stress enough that Electroneum is just in its infancy stage. We just finished, you know, phase 1, which was giving coin away. Giving the coin away, guys. You can't expect high price action when you're giving the coin away, so I'm glad they cut that off. And, you know, I think that Electroneum, as it progresses out of its infancy stages and gets a higher market cap, more people are buying the coin, more people are seeing how easy it is to use, and as time goes on, I think the coin will be worth a lot more. And it's just a matter of time, guys. Until the price action really sees the economics of the coin blowing up, we're not going to see any big price movement to the upside, or even the downside, really. It's just going to be kind of like a little bit of a pump up and a little bit of a sell off. I don't think there's going to be, you know, a massive run up like some people are talking about in the short term. Okay guys, I think that's going to come with time. Okay, later down the road, I think is when we're going to see these big spike ups, and this will be during phase 3 or further along. Okay, this will have to be at a higher market cap, more people adopted the coin, exchanges, the works. Okay guys, everything has to fall in line together for something to play out right, like a good price. Okay, so I think Electroneum still has some work to go. I think we're going to move sideways and then down here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you bullish or are you bearish right now? Do you think the market's moving down? Do you think it's moving up? Or do you think it's moving sideways? Again, I think it's moving sideways, and then we're going to get shot down. We're going to follow this channel a little bit. Again, hopefully we don't break past this red, but honestly, guys, it looks like we're going to, because we passed down. We even had a touch all the way down here on the 2nd to 0.0044. So a breakdown is looking like it's going to happen, but a little bit more sideways motion and then a breakdown. What we want to see is a breakout to the right of this channel. Okay, guys? That's all I have to talk about for Electroneum. And I want to talk about that CME futures gap. Bitcoin price suddenly drops by $500 in seconds to fill the futures gap. Now, guys, remember, there is another futures gap down at 9,600 right here. Okay, guys? Right there. So, in reality, it dropped all the way from 9,600 to 9,500, which makes it almost a 10 to 15% drop back down to those levels. So that would be coming all the way back down to down here. Okay, guys, now when is that going to get filled? Is that going to get filled this year? I'm thinking it's going to get filled sometime next year. So we're going to get a little bit more of a pump up here, and then it's going to kind of do something like this. Over time, we're going to pump up maybe to 13, you know, and then maybe we'll come back down and have a retest of lower levels, something like that. Okay, guys? That's what I think is going to happen, because I think I really believe in the CME futures gaps having to get filled in order for price action to remain proper. So I think that, you know, they're going to end up going back down there. The question is just when. And that's why I don't believe, well, one of the reasons I don't believe that the big peak of the bull run is happening, say, this year. Okay, because there's too many, there's a gap below, there's just not enough price action going on. You know, there's not enough people hyped about it. I still talk to people, they don't even own any Bitcoin yet. So I think there's going to come a time when Bitcoin really does blow up and becomes really popular. And I think it's going to happen, when that happens, it'll kind of happen quick. The price will really spike up fast. Everybody will be trying to buy it, and the price will spike up exponentially. I mean, it could be up easily at $20,000, just like we were at the peak in, you know, late 2017, early 18. So I think there's, you know, a lot of correlation there, guys, and you got to keep that stuff in mind. So, but anyway, let's talk about the CME futures gap. So Bitcoin price dropped several $100s August 10th as 12,000 was once more proved too hot to handle. So BTC price finds new focus at 11,700. So this is what we believe is the new bottom currently. So data from Cointelegraph Markets and Coin360 showed BTC USD nosedive 4% during Monday trading, bouncing off 11,500 and since returning to 11,700. So that was that big wick down that happened overnight, guys. In doing so, Bitcoin neatly filled the latest gap from the CME Group Bitcoin futures markets, which lay just below 11,700. Okay, guys, so there's the pump up, there's a shoot down, filling it right there. So Michael Vanderpoop also thinks if we break 12K, he assumes that we're going to hit 13K, guys. Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think that we're going to pump up past 12 and get all the way up to 13? What is holding us down from 13,000 after 12? There's not much. Okay, there could be some resistance at around 12,700. Okay, but after that, there's not too much. We are being held down by the 12,000. Now, we did get up to 12,100, but that's basically the same resistance at around 12,000, 12,100. So once we break through that, I do agree. I think we will be shooting up towards 13K. It'd be really nice to see the year end on around something like 13 to 14,000. That would be very bullish for the upcoming year. And I think that if we had a breakdown from, you know, 13, 14, 15,000 down to fill that gap, that would be something like that's happened in the past. So something that's very, very possible. So I think that, you know, I'm still very bullish towards the end of the year. It's looking like the bullish prediction is going to play out at around $13,000, which is very good news. Let me know if you guys saw that prediction. I did predict at one point with there was a lot of low volatility going on. There wasn't very much price movement. We were stuck in between 9.6 and like 10.5 for over a month, and it wasn't looking like we were going to break out. And I predicted that, you know, we might finish the year between then. But with volatility back in the market, it looks like we're going to end up around 13 to 14,000 for the end of the year. So let me know if you guys agree with that comment. And if you do, be sure to subscribe and like. And guys, that's all I have time for today. I've been having a great time with this page. And guys, again, I really did call Bitcoin is going to retest 12K. And we're sitting up right at around 12K right now. We're a little bit below right now, 11,853. But last night we were retesting $12,000. So if you caught that, you made some money, guys. It's that simple with my page. I put the calls right out there for you. I draw the supports right there for you. If you follow the stuff I'm doing, you are making money. And if that's not one other thing to like the page, I am doing a giveaway for my Ledger Nano S. One of my first 500 subscribers will be in it to win this Ledger Nano S, and I'll do that drawing for you guys all live to see, and one of you will win. And guys, if you're not familiar with the Ledger Nano, it's just one of the safest ways to store your money off of the exchanges. You shouldn't be leaving it on there, guys. It's just too vulnerable. There's too many hackers, too many ways to lose your money out there. And Ledger Nano is just a really safe way to keep your coin right under your nose. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Thank you again for tuning in, guys. Thank you for all your subscriptions, and I will catch you guys later. I am Crypto Matrix.